My name is Martin Gilchrist, and I'm the practice manager at Gilchrist Co Chartered Accountants. And because there's a fantastic event coming up on the 7th of November down in what I used to know as Pearl Assurance House, but I'll have Marty tell you more about it in a wee while. Um, there's a fantastic event coming up called the Growth Network, and I was very lucky to get invited to come down and be part of the panel that's speaking at that evening, and I want you to be there as well. So I've invited Master, where did that come from? Mr. Martin Murtagh to come on today to tell us about him, about what he does, and about networking in general. So without further ado, Marty, can you please tell us who you are and what you do?
Thanks, Martin. It's great to be here on with you this morning. So my name is Martin Murtagh. I'm the founder of the Growth Business Network. We are a kind of like ecosystem of small businesses collaborating, supporting one another right across a number of sectors. We have everybody from property to financial services to IT, the kind of health and wellness. We've kind of the HR. We've kind of like, and we're all kind of coming together and we collaborate. I mean, networking has had a bad rap and a bad name, and I suppose that's why I set up the Growth Network. I wanted to change things. I wanted to change the perception of network, and I wanted networking to be more authentic. I wanted it to be more kind of like I think that ecosystem is key, but I wanted it to be more sort of where people can come along and express themselves, not this sort of like you go along and you're put in mute for 2 hours and then you've got your 2 minutes to pitch. That's not my idea of network. And I never really felt comfortable in that environment because you're in that environment and it's a very competitive environment and you can naturally feel kind of like insecure, particularly if there's someone that does something similar to what you do in the room, and suddenly they've got their pitch perfect, and you have to go after them, and you're kind of like you just don't nail it the way you want to nail it.
I've been along to a couple of your events with the Growth Network, Marty, as a guest. Very kindly, you've let me come and pop up. And I understand exactly what you're talking about in relation to that opportunity for everybody to be part of the conversation. Before we get into the meat of the Growth Network and the events and stuff that are coming up, tell us a little bit about you. What makes Marty Murtagh tick? Who are you as a person, as a man, as a human being?
I mean, that's a great question. I would see myself as, well, I've always been, dare I say it, I've been a serious job avoider, as I used to like to think when I grew up. But even though I find myself almost working every day, being self-employed, right? But I've always enjoyed conversation. I've always enjoyed socializing. I'm an outdoors man. I'm an outdoors person. I'm usually fishing. If I'm not fishing, I fish every day. Actually, a lot of people maybe don't know that about me, but I kind of I'm interested in the outdoors, camping, fishing. I'm kind of a lot of my close inner circle of friends that, believe it or not, a lot of these people wouldn't be on LinkedIn or any of these. So they're not social media people. That they might find that hard to believe, but we're interested in kind of like the outdoors. We're interested in camping, fishing. Some of the guys that run around are in with canoeing. Um, we love the dark skies, love the kind of like getting out in the evenings, going for walks, looking at stars. That stuff's always really interested me, and that kind of
Brilliant.
like and that
Yeah,
sort of the
that's a
whole
side of
nature
humor.
of who we
Yeah.
are, that deeper conversation. And
Uh,
I suppose I can touch on that with the ghost walks that I do this time of year as well. We can have those conversations with people about the whole nature of reality and the bigger picture, if you like.
Like, that's the reason I love these conversations. You find out a little snippets about people that you never knew. I've known you for years and years, Marty. I didn't know that I knew you enjoyed walking and stuff. I didn't know you were an outdoors man, camping, fishing, canoeing. I do all those things. I love all those
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
It's what I
yeah.
do with my mates. I'm getting a little
Well,
bit
I love going to the game fair, like kind of like I go into the game fairs. I kind of have a great relationship there with the shooting community here. Doing those kind of things, it's very interesting. It's something that I've always kind of, there's something very natural about it. I don't want to offend anybody here at the minute, you know what I mean? Because let's be honest, but I was out there recently, and my little dog, because I have like I have a cocker spaniel, a working cocker spaniel called Otto, and I have a Patterdale Border Terrier cross called Bjorn. And these are working dogs, but Bjorn, he he, he caught a rabbit, caught this rabbit, and he put the rabbit out of its misery fairly quickly. And I really felt like the kind of like the hunter of old, you know what I mean? Sort of
Yeah.
kind of there was something very, I don't, as I say, I'm probably offending half I'm probably alienating half my audience here, but there was something in a way. That's I love all that. See the outdoors, great outdoors. I
Now,
love
we're
that.
already more than halfway through the 10 minutes we've got allocated, and we're still on the first question. Marty, we're going to have to rattle through the next ones fairly quickly so we can spend a little bit of time on the event. Um, Very, very quickly, in a sentence, if you were to pick your number one passion, what are you really passionate about in a sentence?
Passionate about fishing. Yeah.
Very good.
I'd say to that, I'd say to that, yeah, I love fishing, but no, I'd say that it's by bringing people together. I love connecting people. I love bringing people together and having that sort of like seeing how we can match people up and seeing how other people can generate both business. It could be a personal relationship. It could be somebody that's looking to feel better about themselves or kind of like their health or kind of like, I love connecting people. Like on Friday there. I was able to connect. I was able to do 10 bits of business in 10 minutes by just bringing people together and connecting people via my phone. People are looking at introductions, that kind of thing. And that's where really the growth network, in a way, we people in the small business community, they don't have 6 days, they don't have 6 weeks, they don't have 6 months for an introduction. They have 6 minutes. So if you can't do it in the moment, then it's no good to them. So that's what I try to do and facilitate that.
And while we're on that subject, and I always ask my guests, what events are they attending or organizing? Now, you've got a fantastic event coming up on the 7th of November. Can you give us the details of all of that, please, Marty?
Yeah, we're organising an event at Pearl Assurance House, 1 Donegal Square East, an award-winning property. That site in itself has recently picked up Best Renovation at the Belfast Property Awards. It is a stunning, stunning location. So it is. It really is. It's exactly the kind of vibe and the tone that we're trying to set for the Growth Network. Bringing in each month, we're going to have like guest speakers, but it's not just about insights. I've no interest. One of the speakers asked me yesterday about his keynote. I says that's not how we do things. It's not a keynote. We want to make it interactive. We want to make it kind of like participative. I hate PowerPoints. If I go along and I'm reading off a PowerPoint, I'm falling asleep within 10 minutes. I'm fighting to stay awake at it. It's not my way of learning. It's a true growth network style. It's about how can we learn from one another, but how can we, the likes of yourself, Martin, what can I say that's going to really give purpose and meaning to other small businesses that they're going to go have that light bulb moment and go, aha, that's exactly what I can do in my business. You know, that practical, actionable.
It's going to be, as you say, the venue is absolutely fantastic. I was at your last event down there. We were all out on the balcony. It was very grand and lovely, lovely, lovely space to be in with other people. I don't think the balcony will be available tomorrow on the 7th. It'll be dark, possibly very cold as well. But a quick question, and just I suppose this is a selfish question as much as anything else, Marty. Um, so you asked me to join this panel. There's two other fantastic panelists on there. Why bring someone like me? I'm not that important or, I don't know, knowledgeable in relation to the business maybe. Why would you have someone like me on a panel?
Well, you're real for a start. You're real.
Mhm.
And the time that I've known you over the years, we've always had authentic, real conversations. There's no sort of and that's the thing. We don't want people that are kind of like well, I mean, we live in the age of false taxi, for goodness sake. You know what I mean? We want people that are authentic and real, and that's really what I want with this growth network. I want people that you can relate to. I want people that I could generally go for a pint with or
Mhm.
go for a cup of coffee. And that's really kind of because those are the people that you can learn from. This is not a kind of if you are sort of, I don't know, not real. I often say real is the new fake. And that's what we're trying to encourage with these events.
Brilliant. Marty, our time's up. You know, it goes so quickly when you're talking to somebody whose company you really enjoy. Thank you for all the details. I'm going to put a link. I'm going to be sharing this across my LinkedIn, my
Was
Facebook.
it good? Was it? I think was it? I'm thinking like the is this? Are we still recording? Are we?
Yes, yes, we're still
Um,
recording. We're still live. But anyway, we'll finish it there, Marty. What I want to say,
yeah, no, we'll just finish it there. I'm thinking, you know what I mean? I
yeah.
hope I haven't offended anybody with a kind of like the pro country sports rant. You know what I mean? But hey,
We'll wait for the comments in the post. Marty, thank you very much for your time. I'm looking forward to the event on the 7th of November. I'll be posting links and stuff on below all across my social medias, and I look forward to catching up with them. To everyone else, cheerio.